Welcome back to Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I am your host, Mr. Ben. Last we left off, we managed to defeat Jonathan Johnny Jones and get the 5th star out of 7. This time we're heading back to the seaside town to speak to the Elder and see what he wanted with that particular star. You found the star! Well done. But your journey ends here. You are so gullible! Don't you know who I am? I'm Yarodovich, a member of Smithy's Gang. Shocked? It's no wonder! My impersonation of an ordinary person was flawless! We're gonna have to disagree on that one there, sir. Your search for the stars has worried Smithy. So if I take back that star back to him, I'll earn brownie points. This is the way to get ahead. It's futile to try and fight me. Just hand it over, nice and easy. Alright. And to think I got the star without even soiling my hands. I'm such a genius, it scares me sometimes. No wonder I'm so important. Alright everyone, listen up, we're returning back to the castle. Our ride should be here about now. And, well, we don't really have a way of, it's locked. Well, I guess we have no choice but to go back and, well, forget it. We need to get that star back. Blade's late. What's taking him so long? We need to get out of here. Oh, this is just great! Mario caught up with us. Only one thing we can do now, although we may rust a little, we'll have to swim for it. And suddenly, not so fast there! That star is a gift to me mate, Mario! You spineless dogs have no code of honor! We'll make you walk the plank! Johnny, maybe we should leave Mario the pleasure of wrapping things up here. I guess we'll have to take our disguises off now. Go for my son! And another boss battle so soon after Johnny. Anyway, we're keeping Mallow for this fight. We definitely want him in our party. You don't have to worry about healing up between fights. As soon as you defeat Johnny Jones back in the last episode, you will have a full power, you will be healed back up to full. You really want to have Valor for 2 reasons. His Psychopath will come in useful during the fight, as well as using his Shocker and Thunderbolt attacks. Yarodovich is weak to lightning, and he does not like getting shocked. However, that's not to say that Yarodovich does not have hard-hitting attacks of his own. His Water Blast deals a major damage. And as well, despite the fact that it is called Water Blast, it does not deal water damage. It actually is non-elemental. So any accessories like the safety badge and the amulet that deal half damage, or that I'll take. I'm sorry. Any accessories like the safety badge or the amulet, which reduce elemental damage by half, will not help you here. Dang it, missed the timing on that one. How are we doing on... Now let's just go ahead and have Mario stick to physical attacks here. Alright. Ah, there we go, the Mirage Attack. So this is the second reason why I say you want the Psychopath on here. Yarodovich will split himself into 2 copies. The thing is that both of these copies, only one of them is the real thing. And the only way you can actually deal with these, or you can actually tell the two apart, at least how you can do that, is you can either do one of two things. You can either use Psychopath to check the health of one, my promotion's at stake! If that one says my promotion's at stake, then that's the real one. Otherwise, he's gonna say that I'm not the real McCoy, and you're gonna want to actually ignore him. Alternatively, what you can do is you can use the Thunderbolt attack. Thunderbolt will deal damage to both of them, and will deal more damage to the real deal. Well, actually, it will deal less damage to the real deal. I'm sorry. Now we actually get to show off the thing of come back here. By hitting the Y button right before the star will actually enter into the dead person, they will be revived at full health. After a few rounds of beating them up like this, then Gyaradovich's two forms will reconvert back to a single person. And he goes down pretty easily. At least in my opinion, if you know what you're doing. Gyarados is one of the harder boss battles in the entire game. It's not uncommon for a lot of people playing this for the first time to really experience a bit of a wall here. But anyway, Gyarados goes down, in my opinion, fairly easily if you know what you're doing. But Smithy is now in the race for the star pieces. What horrible surprises might he have in store in Mario? And what's there? To Mario! Knowing you, it must have been a breeze knocking down Yard, eh? By the way, my pirates say that you saw a huge axe flying across the sky. It's probably one of Smithy's nasty friends. Go get him, pal! Well, my gills are failing on me, so I'll be heading back down. Drop in whenever you have time, okay? Your true mate, Jonathan Johnny Jones. And we get the shed key for defeating Gyarados. This opens up the shed here. Oh, phew, thanks so much. I've had enough of cramped, dirty old places like this. Hey, fella! You got us out of a bind. Peace, brother! Oh, it was mighty unpleasant in here. Thanks for helping us out. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Be sure to stop by. Yeah, stop on by. Thank you for freeing us. I've got to get back to work now, but stop by the inn. See you there. Ah, Mario. Thank you for saving our little town of Seaside. You exposed the fake townspeople, and you gave up your star to save us. Please take this with our thanks. This is the reason why we gave Gyarados the, this is the reason why we gave it the star to Gyarados so quickly. The thing is, if you refuse Gyarados, he will actually run off and torture the Elder. If you let him torture the Elder, you will get less of a reward the more times you refuse him. Eventually, you will get to the point where your, you will only get so much of a reward, a single coin. Also, my, whatchamacallit, my, frickin', oh no. My damn thing's died again. I'll be back. Okay, thank you all for waiting on here. I actually had to redo this, and for whatever reason, I'm not entirely certain why that happened. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss this pure water. Anyway, so we now are back. We actually have a flower box again. defeated Yaredovich a second time off screen. But anyway, now that we've gone and liberated Seaside Town, we can now actually talk to these particular people. Now, since we liberated the inn, it unfortunately is no longer a free trip here. It will cost 15 coins. That's fine. We now have a snippet in this particular area. He says, "Welcome to Beetles R Us. We run a beetle business here. Would you like an explanation? Well, yes, sure. Alright, I'll explain the system. First, you need to purchase a beetle box, which will cost you 50 coins. Then you go to Booster Hill, where there are many beetles. If you bring back the beetle box filled with beetles, you can trade them in for coins and so on. You can check the menu list for more information. If we catch beetles, we can sell male beetles for 50 coins, female beetles for only 1 coin, but if we get a rare golden beetle, we'll get 1 frog coin for that. This is the minigame I was talking about earlier back in the bonus episode. We could probably go ahead and do that, but I'm going to go ahead and wait for that for a little bit here. We now have a new weapon shop. We now have full weapons. We can go ahead and get a Trooper Shell for Mario, a Parasol for Toadstool. We still got the Hurley Gloves for Bowser, so we're not going to get anything on that. But we can go ahead and get a Handy Rocket Double Punch for Geno, a Ribbit Stick for Mallow, and then a bunch of old other particular weapons that we have no real use for. Let's go ahead and equip well, actually, no, let's wait until we go and speak to the armor shop. Because the armor shop, we can now get the other stuff that the one lady in the seed side was selling for us. But I think we'll go ahead and... You know what? I want to look at something here. Mario was taking some pretty good damage. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and we'll start looking at the sailor stuff here. We do want to go ahead and get the Trooper Shell for Mario. Now, the Masher and the Trooper Shell do have the same attack power. The main reason why I would rather prefer the Trooper Shell over the Masher is that the Masher does the well, not really the Ren, but the variant damage. The Trooper Shell has a lot more consistency to it. Let's go ahead and give her the Parasol. Let's give him the Ribbit Stick. Let's give him the Double Punch. And I guess we can go ahead and sell some of this stuff here. We can get rid of the Knock Knock Shell. We can get rid of the Hand Glove, the Womp Glove. We can get rid of those 2 particular work pants. I think that'll do it for now. This is the health food store. Hi Mario, we've got a lot of health foods at our store. You gotta treat your body right. This is basically just a bunch of other stuff here. There is really one particular item here. This is the Freshen Up. The Freshen Up is basically a full party able juice, essentially. Not really that worth it since we got Toadstool in our party and she has the group hug ability, but it's nice to know that it's there. This is the Mushroom Boy shop. Mushroom Boy runs a bit of a different type of shop. Hey, hey, hey! On the Mushroom Boy! Did you know that hidden among the regular mushrooms are some special ones? Unreal, huh? I'll give you items in return for those special mushrooms, but you gotta taste them to find out what kind they are. So, I'll take a nibble first. I'm hoping for a special mushroom, but even if it isn't, at least I'll get a meal out of it. Got any mushrooms? Well, actually, yeah, we got. Hey, more out! Nom, nom, nom. That was just a regular mushroom. Thanks for the snack. See, that's the unfortunate problem. This was kind of what I was hoping for when we were holding on to all those mushrooms all the way back in the beginning. All of those mushrooms that I, quite frankly, threw out over the course of the adventure and over the past few episodes. But, anyway, the reason why we wanted to hold on to those mushrooms was because they actually hold on to some pretty interesting items here. Most of the mushrooms that you bring to the Mushroom Boy will just be regular mushrooms. They won't have anything in particular. But about 1 in every 10 or so will actually be honey mushroom, and you'll get a maple syrup out of it. But then, like, 1 out of every 20 will give me a, well, I'll have the proper ones up on screen here. Anyway, you'll have a certain number of, every one and so on. You'll get either a maple syrup, a rock candy, or a flower tap from it. Or not even a flower. It's you'll get flowers from it essentially. Anyway, hello there. You were so brave to rescue us, and I'm so thankful. But listen, maybe it's time you thought about a little more about what you wear. Accessorizing is big business these days. See anything you like? This is the accessory shop. The accessory shop will basically give us any accessory that we've gotten up to this point, including the Zoom shoes. I think we're fine on these. We'll go ahead and we'll hold on to what we've got. We've got 27 frog coins. I don't think we really have anything that's worth getting at the frog upstairs. Mario, if it's a star that you're looking for, I may be able to help you. At the far side of the land's end is a town made up of reformed monsters. A mouse came by the other day, and I overheard him boasting about a star of theirs. I don't know exactly where this town is located, but if you'll follow the road, you'll get there. Alrighty, well, that's our next stop, is the Land's End. Let's go ahead and keep on going. Ow! You know, let's go ahead and save here, because I don't know if that guy will be back by the time we drop back down. Ah, yeah. This is a fun little interesting enemy here. Get back over here, you. It's an enemy, but it's playing the boss music. It's called Formless, and we can't actually attack it with physical attacks. We have to hit it with a magical hit. It won't deal any damage, but this is Mokura. This is the actual enemy. It will not take most damage from special attacks. And there's a very good reason why it's playing the freaking boss music. This thing is tough. Surprisingly tough. In fact, I'm actually curious, how much health does this thing have anyway? Ah, well, not that tough. It gives a good amount of experience, though, so it's worth going after. Let's go ahead and give her a magic up here. Go ahead and get him a little bit of health. I don't think there's any hidden items in this area. Let's go ahead and... Oops. Let's swap Mallow out for Gino. You'll land in that little area there, you'll actually wind up getting a bunch of enemies there. Octovator. I love that name. That is just funny as hell to me. I might be going back to the masher here shortly, but like I said, whether you want the consistent damage or whether you want the high variance of the masher, that's really up to you. Dunka, he says. I love that just explosion sound for the double punch. That's like my favorite weapon in the entire game, really. It's just Gino just firing both of his fists. Yeah. There is another platform I think we can... I don't know, there is a way to get that particular thing up there. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Nope. I didn't think that would do that. Once again! We're getting stronger. Every battle we get just a little bit more powerful. Geno Blast! Ooh, this is a fun attack here. I'm gonna go ahead and show that off in the next fight. Geno Blast. Fires a multitude of lasers upon every enemy on the field. It takes quite a bit of flower points, however, so again, it's not really that one of those attacks you should probably use that often. By the way, I don't think I actually showed off the Ultra Jump. Not that I really have much of a choice. Don't really have much ability to do this, so I'll go ahead and I'll show it off when I can. Ultra Jump is a lot like Super Jump. The only difference between the Super Jump and Ultra Jump is that Super Jump focuses on one enemy, Ultra Jump focuses on pretty much every enemy available. As it is, well, it's really easier to show if I have more than 2 enemies. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that here. We got 3 of them here. That's, ooh, goodness. Coastal's actually going quite low in health. We can actually choose one of these particular ones, but just because we choose one to jump on, doesn't mean we're going to focus on that one exclusively. One thing about the Geckets that I didn't mention is that a lot of them start out confused, meaning that they will actually either attack themselves or their allies. There's no real reason to actually fight these dudes outside of the whatchamacallit, the experience. But it's good to do it anyway. The game's only going to get harder from here on out, so we better be ready for whatever it's going to throw at us. And these enemies actually give out some pretty decent experience, so 74, 144, 92. Yeah, I might as well go ahead and take these guys down. Now that we've gotten rid of every enemy in here, let's go ahead and show something funny here. If you fire Mario off to the edge there... I wasn't actually aware that you could actually just walk off the edge like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep moving on. Got ourselves a couple of new enemies. Oh, once again! Oh, Gino's just freaking wrecking everything. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Sky Bridge. It's a big tourist attraction here. Yahoo! Want to challenge it? Sure. Okay, I'll need 5 coins from you. Need an explanation? Yeah. You can cross the Sky Bridge in one of 3 ways. However, if you fall at any time, you'll lose. On the normal course, you'll make it to cross just by jumping. You'll get 5 coins for that. On the special course, the blocks will fall if your time runs out. You'll get 8 coins there. On the expert course, the blocks will fall and the jumps are harder. You'll get a frog coin there. On all the courses, you'll have to jump and avoid the bullet guys. Which course do you want? Well, let's do expert, because why the hell not? Oops! And we lose! Oh no! Well, alright. Going up, I'll give you a boost. Just jump on top of me. We could go ahead and do that, but I do want to actually find out what's... Oh. There we go. We wanted to jump where that smoke was, because this actually shows a real interesting secret here. This area might start to look a little familiar to you. Bunk. And we get a level up. We're at level 15. Now let's go ahead and get a little bit of extra health. Both Mario and Mallow reach it. Now let's go ahead and give a little bit of magic to Mallow here. I don't think we've actually did a lot of magic with him. You know what? Let's do it! Ouch. Hell yeah. Can't reach that particular box just by jumping from the floor, so we have to get a bit of a boost. That has a frog coin in it. Ah, that one little shy guy there. Oh, definitely we've seen him before. We're all gonna have to use up a maple syrup here. And we get Mute. That's the next attack that Toadstool gets. You know, we should go ahead and increase her attack power a little bit more here. I don't think there's any hidden items in this area. I could be totally wrong. I could have sworn there was. Boot! And she takes no damage from that whatsoever. Everyone's leveling up so fast. Oh, and we learn Crusher. That's actually a really interesting move. Ah, there it was. There was a hidden item there. A frog coin. Meese! Meese! I was kind of hoping for another once again, but oh well. No, don't put me to sleep! No! Nah, it doesn't work anyway. Hell yeah. Double your experience points. Yeah, sure, why not? Mr. Ben's got a gambling problem. I was thinking on the right, but I didn't want to risk it, so... Alright, I think we were almost back up to max coins. And now we actually have a way of getting back up. We now have a full heal mushroom, and look at this! We're back at the Karo Sewers. And look, this is back. What could be in it this time? We got a cricket jam. Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Well, let's go ahead and run away. We can... Oh, dang it. I want to get back to that pipe so we can get back to where we were. There we go. Not that it matters, I think we're going on for quite a bit of a while here. Well, let's go ahead and make it back to that one save point, and we'll call it there. Actually, how are we doing on our... Gina's about to level up. You know what, let's go ahead and knock a few of these heads around. Boom! I love that explosion sound. I don't know why. It sounds very funny to me. Not quite. Looks like we're gonna have one more fight before we need to... Alright. There we go, level 15. And with that, everybody is at least halfway through the level cap. Level cap in this game is level 30. Cannot go any higher than that. I don't think I've ever mentioned that before, but anyway, now we know. Or now you know, I should say. And we're back at the Land's End. From here, I think we'll go ahead and we'll call it here. Thank you all for joining me. This has been Mr. Ben. Next time we leave off, or next time we pick up where we left off, we will go ahead and continue on our way through the Land's End. Until then, I'll see you then.